Hello from the land of TV. This is King Cool. Welcome to the Toast Reviews. For those of you who don't know how this works, I watch a movie, I put some in the toaster, and talk about it before my toast is done. And we are now at the very end of Girls Who Kick Butt Month. I forgot that it was only 4 Wednesdays in July, but I was going to do this movie and then do Anne Brockovich at the end, but then I realized, I've run out of Wednesdays. So nope, not that month. So today we're going to be watching Blubberella, the Uwe Boll comedy. And today in the toaster, we're toasting Vita Tops, muffin tops, only 100 delicious calories. Well, let's do 2. Here we go. Okay, apparently this is basically, they made Blood Rain 3. Then they made this one, and then I think he made a drama about Auschwitz. So he was apparently just this huge bender on you know, Nazi money. Forget that noise. This was left open. Now here's the thing, like, it's not really so much a commentary on, like, okay, well, overweight women don't have as many opportunities as possibly overweight men have in Hollywood. But it's partially sort of a satire on these things, where so she wakes up and she walks into her kitchen and it looks like a kitchen like from a New York deli, and she has a cotton candy machine there, and I'm like, okay, that's cute. But they don't make her out to be gross. It's not like she's eating all the time, but she does have her coat which she pulls out random foods and things, or she hits guys with spoons. And okay, this is pretty funny. I'm gonna say this, some of the time. When it's not funny, it's not because, oh, it's offensive. It's like, okay, like, you guys are trying a little too hard. Like, at one point they have this inexplicable Precious parody, where all of a sudden one of the guys who apparently, like, you know, they have a sassy gay guy, and apparently he's also a drag queen, so they dress him up in blackface, and they do this whole thing about Precious. And it's like, oh, Precious, what you gonna do? And this goes on for like 3 minutes. I'm like, okay, yes, I didn't see Precious, but I know what Precious is. Let's please move on with this. This is we're sort of floundering. It can't be done already, can they? Then they do an intervention parody. Uwe Boll appears as Adolf Hitler at one point, which really just sort of appears as like, well, we gotta have him in here somewhere. Clinton Howard plays a doctor. At one scene, in fact, this is sort of the funny thing. Like, this really does seem like, it says additional writing provided by 2 of the stars. I think what that means is they had only the barest hint of a plot going into this, and most of this was probably improvised. And it does sort of feel like that. And it is pretty funny. Yeah, as I said, some of the time. It's not entirely successful. Sometimes it's a wasting time. And the climax is fairly unsatisfying. I think in a movie like this, you can still have a satisfying climax. Hang on. I don't know. I don't know if these are done yet. I'm gonna take them out anyway. I don't know what these are supposed to do. Only 100 calories. We're gonna have to do something about that. So, in one scene where they have one of the doctors, they have him talking to this doctor with one of the girls who got turned by one of the vampires. And Uwe Boll, you hear his voiceover, it's like, yeah, this scene is boring, so enjoys the music by this guy, you know, and he specifically mentions the score that was put in. Like, I don't think much of the rest of this movie has much of a score, although they occasionally are ripping off other musics. I forget what one of them was that sound similar but are legally distinct from certain things. And in a couple scenes, you see this person in a fish costume go over there, and one time he just falls over, they make note of him, and then the scene keeps going. It's like, this is weird. This is, you know, almost like, this is almost anarchistic filmmaking. It's not, like, okay, it is miles better than Disaster Movie, because Disaster Movie, they thought they were being clever, but they weren't. With this one, they just didn't try that hard. It works on occasion, but not always. Do I have anything else interesting to say. What did that say? That's ending. Okay, well, I know, I already mentioned the ending. So yeah, anyway. Thank you all for watching. This is King Cool. Drive home safe. Frozen in the middle. So apparently, these things need to be thawed. Place thawed Vitatop in toaster. You know, if only I had someone in my employ who was an expert at reading boxes of things. Great for birthdays and special occasions. You know, I've spent so much of my time thoroughly lost in this life, serving cakes at random intervals. Wait, hold on. Which episode has this been going on? The Blubberella one? Are you serious? You already did that stupid muffin top joke. Gah, this is so uncool, man. You know what? I'm going on strike. I'm on strike. Strike, strike. I'm on strike. Okay, things I learned today. You can only strike if you're in a union. You know, I don't know anything about striking. I just heard the kids at school talking about it.